Take your time. So that once you achieve your pose, you can stay in there without fidgeting as best you can. Close the eyes. And begin that conscious breath. You don't need to count your breaths right now, just sort of be aware and observe how it feels, and then we'll do another observation after Kapalabhati. Let's stay here for a few more breaths and really settle into our practice this morning. And then in your next inhale, let's bring our hands to heart center. Sharing the pranayama 3 times. Let's take a breath in. Oh. Oh. Shanti, Shanti. And sharing the Guru mantra 3 times. Take a breath in. Om Hrim Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Hrim Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Hrim Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale, release. Just a quick note, especially for those who are not used to mantra chanting and maybe what it means, besides an aerobic exercise, because it begins to help us control the breath at the beginning of our practice. It's also a way to manifest gratitude and to be humble. When the guru is our teachers, I mean, not like me, I'm just sharing a practice. I mean like real yogis. And it's not that we're venerating them or worshiping them, it's that we're being humble and grateful. And in that attitude, we can come into our practice and accept whatever happens because we're humble. We've sort of emptied our ego out. And now we can really reap the benefits of our practice. That's one of the reasons why we do some mantra chanting. Okay, what I'd like to do today is continue with some of the pranayama exploration, but this time we're going to begin with Kapalabhati breath. Remember, it's a really energizing breath. It helps to increase your aerobic capacity. And then we're going to go into the Savitri breath with the 4-2-6-3-8-4, whatever breath that you choose, and just observe how that feels for you. Observe that experience. All right, so remember, it is a very sharp, explosive exhale. And by the way, it really tones your abs. You know, from a physical manifestation, aerobic capacity gets increased, You get some really good abs in Kapalabhati breath also. Passive inhale, fast explosive exhale. 5 minutes, you go at your own pace. When you're uncomfortable, you come back to normal breath and then restart, all right? So come into your position. Oopsie, close your eyes. 5 minutes and begin. The long exhale here. Breathe deeply. Just observe how that feels right now. Just experience it. Before we continue, if you need to shake it out and shake out your legs, go ahead while I just set us up for the next one. As we spoke about last week, the Savitri breath has a ratio always of 2 to 1. So if you inhale for 4, you hold the breath for 2. Then you exhale for 4, and at the bottom you hold the breath for 2. So it's 4-2. It could be 6-3, it could be 8-4, it could be 10-5. Now, what's really fun is to experience bodily, emotionally, and mentally how these different counts will affect your body. It's going to be a little different for each person. And being able to do a 12-6 is no better than doing a 4-2. It's just a different experience. So find out what suits you today in your practice. What ratio? 4-2, 6-3, 8-4, 10-5, 12-6, or beyond. Remember, there should be no strain. If you're not comfortable holding your breath, then just do a normal inhale and exhale at an even keel. That's a wonderful experience too, and it could be what your body needs today. So we're in position, hands are together, move your palms up, roll the shoulders up and back. Feel that you're anchoring down to the mat through the hips and sits bones, and then feeling really light through the spine to the top of the head. Close the eyes, start with normal breath. We'll do this pranayama for 4 minutes. Take a cleansing exhale and then begin. So there's no rush, but finish your cycle on your exhale. Then just sit quietly. And exhale, release, shake it out. Before we come into child's pose, I just wanted to also note that this breath can be done while you're walking, while you're washing your dishes, whatever it is. And remember, pranayama is hard in terms of the mental discipline to do it and stay focused just on that, to keep that awareness. So it's a nice practice to do throughout the day. All right, let's come into child's pose. Knees wide, arms extended. Hold here, remember, feel free to use a prop underneath the butt if you need, or underneath your forehead. If you're feeling a little strain in the shoulders, you can also bring your hands behind you, palms up next to your feet. Hold here. Again, bring that awareness back to your breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up to your forearms into neutral tabletop on your forearms. Howling cat in this position. As you inhale, lift the head, drop the chest, drop the belly, lift the sits bone. As you exhale, first pull in the pelvis, start grounding the back, grounding the upper shoulders, and then tuck the head. All right, go ahead. 4 more on your own. Take my last one, let's meet neutral tabletop. As you exhale, child's pose. Inhale, neutral tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Remember, you're on your forearm. Inhale, neutral tabletop. 2 more. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, neutral tabletop. Last one, exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come back up to neutral tabletop. From here, a nice dolphin. Curl your toe under. As you exhale, you push up into your dolphin pose with behind you. Don't worry if your heels are not touching the floor. Feel that you're really lengthening through the back. Looking behind you, letting the head drop. Pushing through those shoulders. Settle in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Dolphin plank. Look at your hands, or towards your hands, let's say. As you inhale, you bring your shoulders over those elbows and lower down into your plank. Remember, we're bringing the energy right to the middle of our body by the pelvis. So even though my heels are pushing back, I'm thinking about coiling the energy from my feet to my pelvis, from the top of my head to my pelvis. They're meeting there. Hold here, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently bring your knees down and rock the whole body down to the ground. You're on your forearms. Head is touching the mat.
coming up into a baby cobra. So stretch your feet behind you, feel your hip points on the mat. First, just lift the head. As you inhale, lift the head off the mat. Take your shoulders behind you as best you can. Inhale, then further up into your baby cobra. Stretch those feet behind you. Hold. Little added awareness, push your pelvis into the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, bring the head down and then the whole body down and relax. Okay, when we're pushing the pelvis down into the mat, at the same time, we're lengthening up the spine to the top of the head. So it's not just a crunching position, you're sort of anchoring yourself, I think it's better to say. You're anchoring through the pelvis and then lengthening up through the top of your head. So let's do it again. As you inhale, just lift the head off the mat. See how that feels. And bring your shoulders behind you. Inhale again, rise all the way up, wherever you are today. Anchor to the pelvis, lengthen to the top of your head. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. As you exhale. You can stay here, or you can bring your hands behind you, where your hands are, fingertips are in line with your shoulders, elbows are up in the air for a full cobra. Whatever you decide is good. Remember, the navel stays on the mat. Inhale, lift the head off the mat first and bring those shoulder blades down your spine. Anchor through your feet and your pelvis. Inhale, lift up a little bit more into your cobra, wherever that is. So now we have less support. So we're engaging the muscles a little bit more. Hold here, relax the shoulders behind you. 4, 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, bring the head down and relax. In this version, we're going to do it again. Lengthen your feet down the mat. Feel the pelvis in contact with the mat. Inhale, lift the head off the mat first. Roll the shoulders behind you. Inhale, right up. Hold. Lengthen the spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Release your hands all the way down the mat, palms down next to your hips. Let's bring our legs a little closer together if they were as wide as the mat. This is a little half locust, Salabhasana pose with the right leg. I feel my left hip bone and my right hip bone on the mat. The hip bones never leave the mat. My head is on the mat. Either the nose, forehead, the mouth, the chin, whatever is comfortable for you. As you inhale, go ahead and lift that right leg off the mat. And as Jesse gave us a really good cue a couple years ago, feel as if someone is pulling your big toe up and away from your body. It's a really nice visual of lift of that leg. Feel your hip bone in contact with the mat. Hold. Relax your neck and shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Release. Let's do the left side. I have to think about lengthening my legs first. Feel the contact, then inhale. Bring that left leg up off the mat. As you're feeling contact of the hips sinking into the mat, you lengthen the leg behind you. and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale. Widen your feet as wide as the mat, bringing the right heel in the direction of the butt. As you inhale, bend that right knee, bring the right heel towards the right butt. You can take your right hand and hold it there. Again, don't let your hip points leave the mat. Hold. For 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale. All right, opposite side. Inhale, bend the left knee with your left hand. And see if you can bring your left heel to your butt without letting your hips leave the mat. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, release. Okay, remember our knees are wide, okay? Our legs aren't together right now. This time we're going to bring both heels to the butt at the same time. So as you inhale, bend both knees, bring those heels in the direction of your butt, take your hands, and help you reach the buttocks. Keep your hips down. Really, really delicious lengthening through the front of the leg, all the way through the hip flexors. Relax your lower back. If you find that your lower back is tensing or lifting off the mat, then loosen your hold a little bit. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and as you exhale. Bring your hands, palms down next to your hips. Locust pose, lifting both legs up. Now you can experiment having your legs closer together or a little splayed apart. See what feels good for you. Important thing is contact with the mat of the hips and lengthening those legs. All right, are we all set? Inhale, lift up. Good, hold here. It's easier when your legs are further apart. As you probably noticed, hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, release. Hang out here for a bit. Okay, same thing, but once we're up and we're feeling stable, we're gonna do our best to lift our head and shoulders off the mat, just floating the hands next to the hips. All right, feel contact of your hips with the mat. Inhale, lift those legs up behind you, lengthen them. Somebody's pulling those big toes. Inhale, lift the head and shoulders off the mat. Roll the shoulders behind you. If it's okay, roll those arms behind you off the mat. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Come into crocodile pose. Feet are pointing out. You're resting your head and your hands to one side. So all the poses in yoga, it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't even matter how deep you're going in your pose. What matters is that you are aware of the body's movements, that you're aware of your breath while you're doing them. Okay? So some of you have very strong backs and flexible backs, so you
I might have lifted up off the mat several inches, others lifting it up 1 inch you felt and you were aware of the muscle groups and the energy and the breath while you were doing it. And you both got the same benefits. Let's stay here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, push back into child's pose. Let's lengthen that back. You can choose if you like your knees together or apart, whatever's good for you. Nice little counter pose to what we've just been doing. I'm going to stay here for 8 counts and really allow the body to reset. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale up to neutral tabletop, this time on your hands. Curl the toes under and exhale into a downward facing dog. You choose how you want to hold your dog right now. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Looking at your hands, inhale, walk your feet forward into your first forward fold of the day. Go ahead, bend the knees, ragdoll it. Hands to opposite elbows. Just hang up. So in the downward facing dog, we had a straight lengthened back. In a ragdoll with knees bent, we've got a nice curve from elbow to the top. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse swan dive, bend the knees even more, lift the head and lengthen the back, extend the arms to the side. Inhale, right, and exhale. Let's do the side bend that we've been practicing with our hands to our elbows. So open up the palms, inhale the arms up. At the top, slide each hand to the opposite elbow. Roll the shoulders back. And then inhale, grow tall, and exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, look back. Put a spiral twist to the back. And on your next exhale, come back to your original position and hold here. You can have your head pointed up towards the sky, so you're looking underneath your armpits. Hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's connect. Center. Inhale, lift the arms up high. Palms facing down, and exhale, release the arms. Repeat on the left, open up the palms, inhale, arms up. At the top, hands together, slide opposite hand to opposite elbow. And then inhale, grow tall. And exhale, slide bend to the left. Inhale, little twist to the left, looking behind you. On your next exhale, come back. And change the angle of your head, looking underneath your right armpit. Hold here. For 4,
3. 2. And 1. Inhale, center. Inhale, extend the arms up high. And exhale. You're at the top of your mat. Feet are hip width apart. Stepping back into warrior 1 with the left foot. So bring your hands to your hips. If you inhale, shift the weight to the right foot. And then 2 steps back with the left. Where your hips forward, straighten both knees first. Drop the hands on your sides, open the top. Inhale, arms up. And if you exhale, warrior. Make all those minute adjustments in the beginning, your first 3 or 4 breaths. Breaths where you're dropping the shoulders, engaging those inner thighs. Feeling that your pelvis is over, your waist and spine are over your pelvis. Soft gaze in front. And let's breathe. Feel that breath. That really deep breath that comes all the way down to your tailbone and then gently rises up to the spine. Breathe. Here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Transitioning to guided pose. You keep your arms where they are. Just bend that right knee. Bring the right foot in. Left foot also needs to move so that both toes are pointing outward. And exhale into God. Inhale up. And exhale. And inhale up. And up into the top. Keep your hands here. Left facing warrior 1. So you're going to bring that right foot, bring it in so it's parallel to the right short side of the mat, or just a little bit turned in. Lift up the left toes, turn them to the left. Hips, shoulders, gaze are all towards the left. Square off your hips. Exhale, bend that left knee. Warrior 1 on this. You need to widen your stance. Front foot always stays where it is. You move the back. Do your adjustments if needed. Settle in. In here for 4, 3, 2, 1. This time transitioning to the straddle position in front. So you unbend that left knee, bring the left toes in, bring the right toes so that they're either a little parallel or both feet are pointing out a little bit. For straddle, I prefer that both toes are parallel to the short side of your mat. We're only going to go halfway down, swan dive half down. As you exhale, swan dive halfway down. Gaze can be down, roll the shoulders up and back. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, just drop your hands to the center of the mat. Maybe you can touch your fingertips for some stability. We're not going to go all the way down. From here, walk your hands to your right foot. And as you get to the right foot, we're going to turn our hips and come into a lunge facing the right. So I brought my hands to the right foot for stability. Lift the right toes up. Point them to the right. Take that left foot, lift up the left heel. And now left toes and right toes are all pointed towards the right. From here, with your hands on either side of the right foot, go ahead, bring that left knee down into a lunge. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you inhale, lift the torso up, bring your hand to your hips. Feel that you're nicely balanced over your hip points. Look at your front foot. You really want your knee to be over your heel because we're going to lift the left knee off. We want to be stable. So take that left toe, throw it under. Then as you inhale, lift the left knee off the mat. Keep pushing that left heel behind you. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, gently bring that left knee down. Release your hands to the mat, either side of the right foot. Hamstring stretch as you exhale, shift the weight back. Straighten the right knee, bring the right toes up, and lengthen over the right leg. Hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to your lunge. Throw that left toe under. Inhale, let's step the left foot forward to meet the right. So you lift the left knee off, shift your weight over that right foot, step forward, and you're in a forward fold. Reverse one back, then lift the head, lengthen back, and inhale, rise up, yep. And exhale. One more time, let's step back with our left foot, swivel forward, so we are in a straddle pose. Coming down halfway, inhale the arms up. As you exhale, swan dive down. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Just for stability, as you walk your hands towards the left foot. Swivel both feet towards the left side of your mat. And then as you exhale, come into your lunge. Hold here. Let's release our hands from the mat. Lift the torso up and bring our hands towards us. Look down. Make sure you feel a nice stability of this left knee over your left ankle before we curl the toes under of the right foot. And inhale, bring that right knee up. Push the right heel behind you. Hold. For 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3.
2, and 1. Exhale, gently bring that knee down. Release your hand to either side of the left foot, hamstring stretch. Then to exhale, shift the weight back, lifting the left toe, straightening the left knee, and lifting over the left foot. Left leg, so hold here. And stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to your lunge. Hands on either side of your mat. Getting ready to step forward. Throw the right toes under, lift the right knee up, shift the weight forward a little bit, and you can hop. Bring that right forward, right foot to meet the left, and forward. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Making our way back down to the mat. Bring your hands to the mat. Either side of your feet, you walk back to a plank. Or in the plank. Hold, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And to exhale, bring the knees down, child's pose. And stay here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Vajrasana, inhale. Rise up into Vajrasana, roll the shoulders up and back, hands resting on the thighs, eyes closed. Stay here for 2 more breaths. And then as you exhale, let your butt come down to the left side. So your left leg is on the bottom. Take that right foot, bring it to the outside of your left knee, coming into a seated spinal twist. Open up your left heel away from your butt so there's room for your butt to sit down, your right butt. You should always be able to put your thumb in between your heel and your hip. Left hand can hug this left knee a little closer, as long as you still can maintain that straight spine. Let's inhale and extend the right arm up high, overhead. Release those shoulders down. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, nice little spinal twist to the right. Relax the shoulders. Inhale one more time to grow tall and stand up, up, up. And then exhale, release the right hand behind you. Looking through the eyes, the right corner of the eye. In some poses, we encourage you to close your eyes, but sometimes this is a nice pose to keep the awareness with vision. So keep your eyes open. Stay here, relax that right foot down. And one. Turn the right palm up, inhale the right arm behind you. And as you exhale, come back. Pyramid position. The change. Right leg is now the one on the bottom, bring the left foot to the outside of the right knee, make room for your left hip. If you like, go ahead, out that left knee a little closer, sit up straight. Inhale, extend the left arm up, and let's relax the shoulders down. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, find a twist to the left. Settle your hips down. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, release the left arm behind you. Let your eyes help and guide you by looking through the left corners of the eyes behind you. Staying here. And let's hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open up the palm, inhale, arms up. And then, sorry, I got my things mixed up, but you know how to come out of the pose and nice. Let's come onto our back. If you'd like to come into Savasana right now, go ahead. If you want to do a supportive waterfall, which I do, go ahead and come into that. So whatever it is you're choosing to do, once you're in position, let's do our best not to fidget. Let's stay here for 4 minutes. So if you're in Savasana, go ahead and start to bring movement from the small muscle groups to the bigger ones. As you bring your awareness back into the physical movement of the body, being consciously conscious of your own consciousness. If you are in a supported waterfall, you can stay here a little bit as you start to move your toes, ankles, knees. As long as you feel stable, you can move here a little bit, okay? And then if you're in the supported waterfall position, bring your hands to your prop, bend your knees, and let's roll over and come to a seated position. In Savasana, you may be doing some twists and turns, lifting the head up and down. Same thing from a seated position, do gentle twists, rotate the neck, the arms and shoulders. And then all together, let's come onto the side. Resting our head on our forearm. Closing the eyes once more. It's always nice when you finish your practice and you're in this position and you feel like you just want to go back to sleep. When you know you're in a really relaxed mental and physical state. But we do want to be aware, consciously conscious of our own consciousness. So let's open the eyes, bring our hands to the mat. And as we exhale, push up. And let's find our seated position once more. Bringing our hands in the Jnana Mudra, palms up. Closing our practice together, inhale, bringing hands to heart center and sharing the pranava one time. Take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti. Exhale, bowing down to the teachers within, and inhale, coming back up. Open our arms once more, back into full awareness, ready for the day. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Have a really good day. Bye.